Yes, sir. We are back with another interview on No Jumpers. Your boy Doknow Road, and we got here. Can you tell me how to say your name? I don't want to. I don't want to say it wrong. Can I tell you what I think it is?
Tell me.
Lil Mexico. Hove.
Lil Mexico.
Lil Mexico.
Hove is just kind of like a street thing, like a street name. Everybody used to call me back
Okay,
then, so I
Hove.
just kept it on it.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I just thought you spoke with Jay-Z a lot, like they call him Hove. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that came, like, it was from Jay, basically, my brother.
Okay.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P. your brother, man.
Yeah, he's the one that started calling me Hove.
Okay, okay. So Lil Mexico.
Lil Mexico.
I love it. Where does the name come from? Because it could be a little tricky, right? You're naming yourself after a whole country.
Yeah.
And you know, just be like, why? You didn't earn the name Mexico, and now why you call yourself Mexico?
I'm
and shit
glad
like
you
that.
asked that, too.
Yeah,
'cause
talk
it's,
about it, please.
So the number one reason, representing the culture, you know, I was born in Mexico.
Fire. What part?
So, DF.
Me
City.
too. I wasn't born there, but that's where my family's from.
Dope. That's it right there. So
Okay, yeah.
basically, I wanted to represent. I couldn't call myself Mexico.
Yeah.
It's disrespectful.
Yeah.
Big Mexico, I felt like, nah, disrespectful too. So
Yeah.
I feel like I'm the small version of Mexico out
Okay.
here. So that's why I call myself. But it's a good thing that you said that because there's another little guy that calls himself Lil Mexico,
Really?
but he's black. So it's like, I told him, I said, how would you feel if I was to call myself Lil Africa?
Damn, what did he say?
He didn't respond to it. It's kind of like a thing that's been going on for years, but it's like, I feel like I'm doing it for the culture. I got a reason. I'm also rapping in Spanish.
Yeah, facts.
Like I do the shit in Spanish for real.
And you were born in Mexico.
There you go. So it's like I got the right to use that. And it's
Yeah,
like,
facts.
Yeah, we've been going at it already probably like 2-3 years.
Who you in the straight individual?
He's it's crazy because he signed to Lil Durk. So shout out to Lil Durk. I fuck with him and everything, but it's like it's crazy that he signed with them. He signed to another label 3 years already.
His name is Little Mexico?
Lil Mexico too, my brother. He's from South Carolina. His label said he likes drinking Coronas. That's why he called himself Lil Mexico.
I don't.
So it's like it's in a weird way for people to use that, and that's why I'm glad you kind of touched the first thing. About
Yeah, no.
is that.
No, well, let's talk about it because I think the name should be like. That's just crazy, right?
For him to call himself that, and
because
it's
he
like,
likes Coronas.
Yeah, and it's not like something for the culture. It's not even, I can understand if he was half Mexican,
half black, huh?
cool. But it's like the same. If I was to call myself Lil Africa, it'd be a whole fucking controversy about it. Right?
Nah, most definitely. But I get what you're saying. It just sounds hella crazy. And then he didn't respond when you reached out about the name and shit like that, or
He just feels like it's he
feels like it's not that serious.
Yeah. And it's like I'm already doing the footwork everywhere. New York, Florida, out here in California, so
Yeah.
Texas. So I'm pretty sure whenever he starts moving around, it's going, people gonna get at him.
Yeah.
It. It's like, why you using the name?
yeah, most definite. And I think just a lot of this shit is very controversial.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Especially right now.
Especially right now.
Yeah.
Right now,
It's
it's,
like the time.
it's like a very touchy thing when it comes to Latinos and shit like that.
Yes, especially
Yes.
the Mexicanos, like
Yeah.
the whole thing that they use in our culture.
Yeah, facts.
Tyga. I mean, we ain't gonna get deep into
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
a whole nother conversation.
Yeah,
but
nah,
that's
facts.
what's going on.
I mean, how'd you feel about that song?
Same way. It's like, why would you use the culture? Like I feel like you could do it, but in the way of bringing raza out.
Yeah,
in it.
facts.
Like if you doing that, it's kind of like me. I always wanted to do a corrido, right?
A Corrido, facts.
But I do rap. That's not my lane. So how I enter that was with Esteban Gabriel.
Which
super
is a
nice
very
with it. Yes, super known with
established.
it. That's his lane. So we kind of mix both of them together, and that's on the album, which is something that I always wanted to create, but I can't come out with that. I feel like that's disrespectful. That's not my lane. So for me to come out with a corrido on my own, I feel like it'll be disrespectful to our culture and what we got going on.
Facts.
Not me doing it with him and getting in his lane and him coming in my lane. It makes sense. And
I
that's
see what
I
you're
feel
saying.
like. If you're gonna use the culture, do it in the right way,
Do it, represent it in a
respectful
in
way.
a respectful way.
Yeah, to where we feel proud to be,
Supporters of the
playing
certain
this
song.
shit, buying the shit, and streaming it and telling everybody about
Yeah,
it.
facts.
Instead of telling people what's going on with this guy.
How is it? So you were born in the DF in Mexico,
Yeah.
but you were raised in Houston.
Yes, raised in Houston. Shout out to the whole H-Town, man.
Your family migrated there?
Yeah. When we were younger, basically my mom, we went out there as I was a young kid, the Southwest to be exact, the whole Houston, A-Leaf. Shout out to the whole A-Leaf too. That's where the label, who would have thought where I grew up at now became the label that I'm with.
Wow.
Which is shout out to Mansana.
Shout out Moneysign.
Yeah,
And then
Moneysign.
we'll talk about that right now.
Yeah.
Huge fan of the team. Huge fan of everything you guys are
Thank you, my
doing.
brother.
And was there a reason your family, obviously, a better life?
More of family.
Family issues and shit?
Yeah. So we landed over here behind family issues, which was kind of like a must.
A must.
You know, you had to come out here in a must way. So now it's in. We made that negative into a positive thing now. So we're doing a bunch of things out there. A shoe store out there in Mexico with the Jordan Nikes, all that. It takes a lot for it to head out there. So we doing like the same thing that we doing out here. We trying to do it out there in Mexico. Same time, everything.
Fire.
It takes a year, bro. Like a year and a half for them to get the culture.
Yeah.
The songs, the shit, the hype.
For shit moves slower over there.
Yes.
100%.
So what we try to do is plan it the same day that it's dropping out here. We plan
Yeah.
it.
Oh, okay.
Shoes, the
The
culture,
swag.
everything.
Okay.
Everything.
And Houston is very its own culture. I've been there.
Yeah.
I wasn't there for too long. I was there for like 24 hours, probably a little less.
Okay,
but
you need more.
but the little time I was there, it was definitely a vibe. I had a great time out there.
Yeah, it's different. It's different.
It's-
It's way like, how can I say, all cultures mixed together.
Yes, you guys are more. It's a very much more united city than
Yes.
than that I've seen in other cities. 100%.
Yeah, because it's so we're not so much about the political stuff.
Yeah. Like, well, it's just I think a big thing that plays a big part out here in Los Angeles is the gangs. That's the kind of like the big culture that's out here.
Democrat shit.
Yeah. But I've definitely been out in Houston where I see it's that trip that blew my mind. Yaya got me booked out there.
Okay, yeah.
Shout out
That's my
Yaya.
people.
Yeah, shout out Yaya.
Yeah, that's my sister, man.
Yeah, she got me booked out there. Shout out her. I met her on Clubhouse. They were just asking me about what I do, and she like tapped in and tapped me in with Sticky and shit like that.
Yeah, that's my boy, man.
Yeah, man.
That's what
Shout
we
out
had
them.
to-
They're really doing their shit in Houston too.
So you was out there with Sticky?
Oh, what
Dope.
club was that?
Sakaya. They got Sakaya 1111.
I think it was 1111.
Yeah, that's where I had the album release party.
Oh, okay, yeah. Fuck, is that where the Asian dude was singing like crazy?
Yeah. Young Ho. Shout out to the whole Sticky, man. Shout out to
Bro,
Sticky
he was
Promo.
going crazy. He was getting there.
Yeah.
I seen that shit. That shit was going viral on Twitter.
Took off his shirt
He
and
took off his
everything.
shirt and
Yeah,
everything.
that's him.
I'm like, damn. He was
Yeah,
going
he's
crazy.
known for that. So we had the album release party. We had an interview at the end.
Yeah.
And a fight broke out. Same thing. He's wilding out with his shirt off and everything. So-
Is he the one that's viral for doing the other dancing shit in front of the car thing?
Yeah.
That's him.
Yeah.
Shout
Like
out
the
him.
Mexican and everything. Yeah. Young Ho, shout out to him. He's part of the whole familia Wolfpack, man.
Okay.
It's a blessing. He's been around the family like a good.
He's not Asian.
Yeah, he's Asian.
He's
bro.
Asian, full Asian.
You might as well consider him
Mexican.
A Mexican
Okay.
trapped in the Asian body. That's the best way to describe
Yeah.
it.
He fuck with corridos?
All corridos. He went and got his piece made with the Virgin Mary. And in the
Whoa.
back- yes.
Okay, talk
But-
about it, please.
Okay, so that right there, that's how much he not just respects the culture, but represents the culture. in
Would
a
you be
good way.
okay with
Yes,
him
I
naming?
fuck with him.
No, but would you be okay with him naming himself Little Mexico other than the other guy?
No, but he named himself El Chino.
El Chino,
So
okay,
I
that's cool.
respect that.
You respect the El Chino.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
I'll fuck with it.
that's what we would call him.
Yeah.
So he called himself that, and now it's like El Compa Chino. Like,
Yeah.
Like that's his whole thing, and it's like I mean, you see that shit out there in Asia. They low riders and cholos. and all that.
Yeah. They're big. In Japan, it's a very
Yeah,
big
the culture. That's what I'm saying. Like the Hispanic culture, it takes it. You know, the same thing with Texas.
Yeah.
We got a different little style, but it's the same thing. We always try to represent where we from, and we so close to the border. It's just like California.
No, yeah, you guys, the swag there is it's very much. I think we need more Texas influence out here. I'm not saying like influence out here. Like I feel like the way you guys carry yourself, and it's just and it's different. Every city's different. Obviously, I'm from LA, from Cali, so I'm biased. It's fuck the Astros. No pun intended. Y'all cheated us from a ring. I'm not gonna get over it. a fucking to Yaya, Doknow, fuck y'all because they big. Every time I'm in Houston, that Doknow just like, you know what Doknow is?
Yeah, that's my brother.
Yeah, fuck you, man. If you don't fucking cheat, then you don't like being a winner. Yeah. No, motherfucker, y'all fucked up our shit. We would have had another ring. But anyways, we'll talk about that later.
Yeah,
but yeah, when I was out there, the vibe was crazy. And going back to when I pulled up to 1111 is where I think I was at. I pulled up and there about me some Houston shit, right? The rapper was going crazy. There about me some ratchet shit. And then some fucking corridos came on. And there was a black guy next to me. He knew word for word. And I'm like, hey, bro, you like Dominican or something? He like, I'm black, bro. And I'm like, damn, you know word for word? He like, word for word. Yep. He knew whatever they were bumping, he knew exactly what the fuck they was talking about.
Yeah, it's like the culture, bro. And people know, like, when you're in a club, that's what's going to happen. Especially, shout out again to Sticky Promo, JR, that's my brother.
Yeah.
But he's known for that. He's going to twist the whole
That's
night.
some hoes with them, too.
Yeah.
They ain't sharing none of the hoes.
He's known Sticky. That's why they call him Sticky.
Freaky ass fool.
Sticky.
Horny ass Sticky.
Fingers. That's family, though, man.
Yeah, man. How was it growing up in Houston? I know I'm pretty sure it was, because at what age did you come from Mexico?
Pretty much around 7, 8.
Ooh, so you didn't learn English till like 9, 10.
There you go. I didn't want to learn it.
You wasn't down for it.
I wasn't with it. We came out here.
A la verga los gringos.
Yeah,
Chingar a su madre que viva rock.
Yeah,
yeah, boss. We gonna talk about it because my family's big.
Yeah,
big damn fan.
Yeah. That's it's like the culture. It's like we got everything out there.
Yeah.
So it's like coming out here. It's like it's way different. Way different. Trip me out, like seeing, different races, different cultures. You don't see that shit out there.
Yeah.
So once I came out here, it was like everything was in English. I didn't want to learn it. I was more like, what are we doing here type of shit.
I feel that.
So once it's crazy because it's all, all because of a chick that went to school with me. She couldn't understand Spanish, but would always answer in English. So it was kind of like I had to learn the shit.
Love made you do that?
Not love. It was more like
I
felt like she was playing with me.
Ooh.
Like, like I'm gonna make you wonder what I'm saying.
I see what you're saying.
So it was kind of like I gotta learn this shit.
She was like testing you, kind of.
There you go.
She was kind of like, she was not testing you. I think the word would be like
seeing if I could come up
with
kind of
something,
like to understand her.
Yeah,
that was
challenging
like
you.
Challenge. Yes.
She's challenging you.
And that was kind of like the challenge. It wasn't more about her. It was more the challenge.
The challenge.
And then growing up, we didn't know. So we moved to a black neighborhood. So that really made me like, I got to learn this shit.
Yeah, you got to learn this shit.
Yeah.
Was there ever a time where like you not knowing English became a problem like at school where people would like bully you and shit like, oh, you fucking.
Yeah, wetback.
Ooh.
So as soon as you heard that, it was like automatic like fighting. So.
But did you know what the word wetback meant at that age? Or they warned that you? Your parents had to warn you like, this means
they told me don't call this person the N and don't get called this and that. So once I started kind of, learn the whole thing, it was that. It was really that. Because it was offensive, me not coming in as a wetback.
Yeah.
But I rep that. I am that.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like, I got to fight. So I became the cool essay
with
all the black American and like all the other races because of that. Because I stood on it. You could call me that, but it ain't gonna define who I am.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, and once I learned that, it's like now I have an accent that everybody asks me. It's like, you don't sound Mexican. It's like that's the whole thing.
Yeah, but like, motherfucker, I was born.
I had to learn it that way. Listening to kind of like 97.9 is the hip hop shit.
Yeah.
Learning, the accent, the way they speak and everything off the radio. So shit like that, it was like within a year I was on. And, now it's a blessing because I'm able to translate all the shit, the swag, all the shit that we listen to in the rap and put it into Spanish to where it could still make sense instead of me just talking shit.
Was your brother fighting a lot too?
Yeah. He was the one that was mixed in gangs, all type of shit.
Okay, and for this your older brother that passed away. He's your older brother?
No, the one that passed away, he's the one that got me into music.
Okay.
The older one, he's the one that's in Mexico. He's the one that was in and out of jail, kind of seeing the whole thing. So I kind of learned from that. Stay away from the shit, and thank the Lord, I ain't never been to no federal prison, no state prison, none of that. So it's like it's a
Nah,
blessing.
yeah, that's
to
a
see
blessing.
it. Yeah, even Mama made it. So
Yeah.
for me to see all on my speak about it here and
Yeah.
there on the songs, but yeah, for me to see that them being proud of that shit,
Yeah.
I had to get away
Yeah.
with it.
And shout out, cause he wasn't like cause his older brother, and I've seen it just growing up in the hood where you see the older brother kind of encourage the fuck shit.
Oh yeah.
He was definitely not encouraging the fuck shit.
Nah, he was beating my ass.
He was whooping your ass.
Yeah.
Yes, we need more of that.
Yeah, he was the one that was like, you gonna smoke with me, but my mom ever catch you smoking, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Ah, okay.
So it was like I couldn't smoke with nobody else. I couldn't do shit with nobody else but him if I was gonna do it. And if I did, which I did do it, I ended up,
Getting your ass beat.
And I couldn't step up to it because it was kind of like,
This big bro. Yeah, I
you
feel it.
said
Yeah, there ain't nothing wrong with that.
yeah.
For who were you closer to? Or for who?
I feel like I said, when I growing up, they all got taken away. I was 15, 16, so.
They were in and out the system?
My brother was in and out of jail since probably 11. I was 11. 11, 12, so he was in and out of jail all the way to like 15, 16. So then when my mom went in, and basically it was just me and my little sister. So I kind of like.
Your
the
mom
streets
was in the system too?
Yeah, she went federal prison. I think I was 15 going on 16 all the way to like 19, so.
Who raised you at that moment when you?
Myself, man. Myself.
Wow, that's
Me
not,
and my little sister.
Pop's not in the picture?
Nah, never met him, none of that. That's kind of like the motivation that I got.
Wow, okay. See, there's so much to your story, right? So all of you guys same dad though?
No, that's the crazy
Okay.
part. All different dads.
Were their dads in the picture?
Yeah. All
You're the only one with no father.
Yeah, without
Me either. It's okay. Don't cry, Pops.
We own it. Yeah,
Damn.
yeah. Then I guess it makes you though. I'm a great father now. Responsible.
I seen your page and
Yeah,
seeing
I
you
stay on my
seeing
little
you
guy.
be with your little man. It's
Yeah,
it's definitely good seeing people be great dads.
Yeah, I try to video shoots, studios, everything like that.
Yeah.
If I know he could be around,
Yeah, because obviously you can't bring him to everything.
I can't.
You can't.
You wanted to jump on a plane right now? Let's go. Let's
Yeah,
go.
you're like, yeah, you're not coming to Cali with me. This is
you
me.
gotta
Yeah,
stay. Yeah, it's
I
wild.
feel that. Why did mom get caught up?
Shit, just trying to give us a better life,
Okay.
trying to make shit happen. Got mixed up with my uncles and dumb shit.
And dumb shit.
Yeah, just helping out. She was always helping out people.
Yeah.
It was never no drugs, none of this shit. It was more helping out people.
Helping out people.
People
Yeah.
that was coming in.
Yeah, talk about it. Yeah, yeah.
Well, they just people. Back in the day, still to the day, when you come from Mexico, you can't travel in the United States. You ain't got no IDs. You
No
ain't got
ID, no
nothing.
nothing.
So you can't travel. So if you come in through California, you come in through Texas, and your people stay out in New York or Florida, my mom was the one helping them
Helping them
get to the houses.
maneuver, yes.
Yes, maneuvering them, making transportation for them. So she wasn't doing wrong or none of that. I never looked at it in the wrong way. It was more got caught up in envy. People
Yes.
seeing that she was making money and
It was
doing this
like
and-
some hater shit.
There you go.
For they was hating the movement that obviously
Was helping people.
it's
And she
illegal
was
in
making
the
money.
country, but
You're doing something good.
yeah, you're doing something.
Because
But
people people don't know about this. Like people travel on trains, all type of fuck shit that they die
yeah,
behind trying to get. They already made it here, but you dehydrated, no clothes, haven't ate.
Yeah.
And then you still got to travel more to get to your people. So it was kind of like she was helping out. So just tell you, after she went in, I still took over the whole thing.
wow,
And helping people out.
that's fire because I can't imagine being without my mom, dog.
Exactly.
And she was deported after coming out.
Yeah, she was deported. We got through fix a couple things, paperwork and all that.
Yeah.
And was able to bring her back. But yes,
Fire.
it's a thing that make you learn shit in
Yeah,
a different
facts.
way, bro. Like
Yeah. Being just any type of Latino when it comes to trying to come to America, being deported back and forth, has to be one of the most difficult things I've ever heard. I've experienced it, obviously, when Pops was like just super in and out, and my mom even crossed a couple times.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because it's hard when you're like, your parent is sick. Most people out here could just fly to, I don't know if you live in California, you were born in New York, you just fly home.
Yeah.
Out here, you take the risk of flying back to your country you come from.
Yeah.
And then the risk is you got to cross the border back.
Getting back.
You know what I mean? So I could only imagine that. And you and your sister were raising each other, but there was no adult helping?
No, my little sister.
Your little sister?
Yeah, she's it's crazy because that's why she turned out like that. Like if you look at it right now, it's like you looking at me. It's like a version of me. So she done turned like a guy and all that for, being strong.
Yeah.
Going through all that shit. Yeah, she's 4 years younger than me. 4 or 5 years younger than me.
And did they raid your house type thing?
Yeah, I was in there. I got woken up by the federal agents.
By federal agents.
Yeah, it was kind of like some shit that it's like you see on the movies, and I didn't think it was gonna happen. To where she was gonna stay in there. Yeah. I felt like I'm gonna go to court. Paying for the lawyers. She's gonna get out. Like she didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
And, but conspiracy with federal is like a whole nother.
Yeah,
ballgame.
Federal. One thing is going to jail. Going to federal prison is a whole other ballgame. Yeah.
So shout out to Mama, man, a lion lady for real, for real.
That's crazy.
That's the one that gave us the game, made me, responsible in another way.
How long were you without your mom? How long were you and your little sister?
Good 3 years. Three going to 4.
And
3.5.
And that was before your brother passed away, or a little after?
Yeah. That was way before I had my daughter and everything. He just passed away 5 years ago.
How did he die?
He got shot. He got killed.
Damn.
In Houston. So it was kind of like that's the one that made me do music. So that's why I kind of took off in a serious way. Like fuck the streets, fuck all that. Let me do this.
Can you remember where you were?
When
you got the phone call?
Where I was at the house. I was waiting on them. It's crazy because it was Super Bowl weekend in Houston. I was booked that whole week, and we did I had a show Wednesday. We did the Wednesday walkthrough, which was 2 bookings that I had. He stayed at the house, took off in the afternoon, and I was booked that whole weekend. Like I said, it was Super Bowl weekend, and he got killed Thursday. Basically, he calls me at 11, telling me he on the way.
11 a.m.
At night.
PM, okay.
Yeah, we supposed to go to the venue already. I'm waiting on him at my house. No call. 12 o'clock comes, 1 o'clock comes. I'm like, he went to the venue already? And then tell me, like, I kept thinking all type of shit, but I was like, nah, he wouldn't do no shit like that. So then his wife called me. Who would do this? Whoa, and basically they shot him. I don't even want to talk about it, bro.
Nah.
But shout out, that's the one that kind of made this shit happen. Like, after that, I sat down with Gazi with Empire.
Yeah.
Told him the whole situation. I had recorded some shit in Spanish. He's like, why the fuck you ain't been doing Spanish? I'm like, I ain't know the Spanish. He's like, you need to be doing Spanish. I was like, everybody saying the Spanish ain't it though. It's like, I've been telling artists to do a whole song in Spanish. Can you do songs in Spanish? I was like, yeah, I'm pretty much, if I do a whole 8 or a whole hook, I could do a whole song. So that's what started the whole thing 4 years ago. So right now that's the product of that, bro. Like all the bullshit that I've been through, I made it in a good and try to like some positive, leave something for the kids that I ain't have.
Fuck, that's crazy.
I ain't grow up having.
Can you remember the first time you made a song?
Yeah, my brother, he kept telling me to write something. The one
that passed away?
Yeah, he was like, write something. You finna get in the studio. And I was like, I ain't writing shit. I wanted to
You're like, I ain't writing shit. Fuck you.
I wanted to be a producer, bro. I used to watch him.
Wow.
So he was doing music. So I
Producing, though?
No, he was rapping.
He was rapping.
And the one in Mexico, too. They were both, the ones that started the shit. With Secan, all of them, like,
fire.
Years ago.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
So when they started, they were like, you need to do it. You got the look. Whoa. And I was like, nah, I ain't doing this shit. So one day he was like, you need to start writing. You gonna get on this song. I was like, no, I'm not doing this shit. Like, I don't want to do it. I just want to, like, I want to produce. I never liked cameras. To the day, I'm still like, yeah.
Well, this is no jumper. This shit gonna be everywhere.
That's what I'm saying. It's like on some crazy shit. Like, even to be here, that shit, I take that shit crazy. So he made me, like, that day, he was like, you gonna do it. I went in there, did it. What made me, like, really fuck with it was my godson. He was like, when my part would come on, he would go crazy.
Wow.
So he was on like 3, 4 years old. So that let me know it was kind of like, it was something that I had.
Yeah, that shit was if it was motivation, seeing a little kid.
Yeah, everybody could tell me, you good, you fine, but it was like, him?
Yeah, kids don't lie.
Exactly. So that's how I felt. It was like, if he knows the part, and then that's when I started like really like wanting to do Spanish. Like I was like, we don't have that. If you look it up right now, And it's not to say in a bad way, but we don't have a fucking Mexican Bad Bunny, a Mexican Anuel. You can't throw one of them at them. Like we either too Mexican with the corridos or too gangster.
There's no in between, is what you're saying.
It hasn't. Like we don't have one right now. I can't name one.
Yeah.
I can't sit here and say he done did songs with Anuel. He done did songs with Bad Bunny. He done did songs with him. He done did songs with J Violent. I don't have a Mexican that's from Mexico that's repping Mexico real hard right now.
Yeah.
That has that. I haven't.
You mean just in general? I mean shit, but I would say
It's some
Santa
fire ass. That's what I'm saying. Santa Fe Clan, man. Hey,
No, yeah.
hands down to the guy right there. Like he's doing his fucking thing. The same way Grupo Firme, how they transitioning with the whole shit. But we had that's why I'm like the one that I see next is doing that is Grupo Firme. Because he already stepped in with OB and No Girl. So that song right there is already the lane that I'm speaking on.
Yeah.
Which is he could get closer. The other one that was close to him was Natael. Natael was the one that did.
Nathaniel, yeah.
But the reason I'm speaking on that is somebody that's on their level. See, Bad Bunny went on his level with a corrido type, which Bad Bunny could step in all lanes. But
all lanes.
Can we get a Mexican to step on their lane? And that's,
I see what you're saying. When it comes to maybe the reggaeton shit and shit like that?
Yeah, the reggaeton. Well, just the trap. Like, look at Anuel shit. Anuel could be on Meek Mill's album. He could be on different albums, rap
okay.
shit.
I wouldn't say. I was
He's
thinking.
on the trap shit. That's what that's what I'm referring to. And that's the shot, the spot that I'm shooting for is that right there.
It's like being able to
being able to do a song. Like if I rub shoulders and me and Rob G, which is Anuel's people, we like fucking
tapped
in. And I feel like if we all around, we on the same, that's who I want to be able to do a song. Anuel. People like that is like to show Mexico we could do this shit too. Because we haven't done it. It hasn't been done. We don't have a Mexican. We got Colombians, we got Puerto Ricans, we got Dominicans. We got everything, bro. But we even got Ovi. Shout out to Ovi. Cuba.
Yeah.
So it's like little shit like that I'm like, we need to keep shooting for that, and that's why I like what Grupo Firme doing. He's stepping on everything.
Oh, he's touching everything.
Everything.
And then
like,
I think
ain't no such thing as I'm gonna put him in this lane.
Yeah, fact. You can't put him in the lane, and I feel like Nathaniel kind of could have been the one. I mean, I know you could tell that he was just going through a lot, just at a certain point, just like anybody else does.
Go through this shit.
Yeah. But I think when Bad Bunny, I wouldn't say cosign, because maybe at the time they were still at the same level.
Yeah.
And then obviously Bad Bunny is who Bad Bunny is now, which is like.
But I think he had the chance. I think that's the closest, and that's why I spoke on it. Shout out to Nata. Because he's the closest they got to that. But it was more on Nata's lane.
And I like you said that, because even like when I do shit like what I do, like with my interviews and shit, I've been blessed to being Latino is a blessing and a curse at the same time. And blessings come with a lot. Like I've worked with like a Fuerza Regida, but then I've also worked with like Andrew Schultz.
Yeah.
I work on No Jumper, but I could also go to a Grupo Firme concert and sing word for word.
Yeah.
I could go to a Bad Bunny concert and sing word for word and dance bachata, but then I'll come here and talk shit about fucking, I don't know, whatever these fools want to talk about. You know what I mean? And I've been blessed because our culture is so fucking expandable like that.
Yeah, right.
It's like when Bad Bunny and Cardi B did a song together, Cardi B was.
Yeah.
And now Bad Bunny's bringing her out in front of
shitload of people.
Yeah,
and what she said.
Yeah.
That great point that she said, that it's like she went to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And it wasn't as many
people as
supporting one person.
Yeah.
And that was, if you technically do numbers of who was in that arena supporting that,
Yeah.
Latinos.
Yeah.
And that's the thing.
You know, it's crazy if I heard a lot of shit, because I was saying that Bad Bunny gonna surpass Michael Jackson.
Nah, you probably right. Look, we were just talking about that. They were like, but he's doing this gay shit, doing all this to sell.
How you feel about that?
Look, I told him this, and I'm going to say it live on the interview.
Go ahead, talk your shit.
That's-
Hey, management, hold up. Before you say anything,
No,
management,
no.
I'm not encouraging any of this.
Nah, I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, no.
That's him.
That's him, dog.
That's him.
People-
Like if people ain't been paying attention to 5 years ago, that's him. He's homosexual, so if it gotta take him to rub that shit in your face to sell more, then people love that shit.
Look, me, look.
I didn't see no problem with the sale tickets because that's him.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
let somebody else do that shit. It's not right. That's why I
Look.
said he could get away with it. And they were asking me, okay, would you do it for the money? I was like, nah, that's him. I wouldn't do it. But that's him.
Okay, yeah, we were just having this
You know?
conversation because we were talking about they were asking me because the goal for me is to be an actor, and they're like, would you wear a dress? And I'm like, to an extent.
Yeah.
And that's just me being real.
Yeah.
I said it before. I was like, maybe not. But then the more I want to go back and analyze this shit, like,
Nah,
would I
it's
wear
real.
some little hoochie dress? Maybe not, bro.
Nah, but,
You're not finna see my thighs all out.
nah,
but
but
I
a-
wear like a grandma fun. I'll
a dress just to do some shit like that.
I'll do some comedy funny shit.
Yes,
Even
yes.
to this day, people go like, how are you able to, because I do this shit where like, and I put a towel over my head and I pretend I'm like the girl.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, bro, I grew up with sisters. A lot of the shit people find hella like, you would say gay. I don't find gay, dog.
Nah, it's people that like me. I can relate to the shit. Like sometimes when I watch your shit, I can relate to it because we grew up on the shit.
Yeah.
So it's like it's for some type of reason. It's like all the cultures in like with the parents that are from Mexico, same shit.
Yeah,
and
people-
don't let it be from there if it too, because
Yeah,
it's the same
Oh,
shit.
la Carrilla's crazy.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
that's a known city for that.
Yeah, no,
like,
no.
you finna get
Oh,
roasted
and
the
then-
fuck up.
And people always tell me, why doesn't shit get you? I'm like, where my family's from, where your family's from, it's
that.
a city, it's a state based off shitting on you for anything you do.
Yes.
Everything has a
Yes.
doble sentido, and what
That's
that means.
where the nicknames come from.
Yeah, like, you know, like, bro, my family's brutal, dog. Like, my mom would tell me stories about the way my dad would get along with certain uncles and with friends, and I was like, damn, that's fucked up, dog.
Yeah.
And they would find everything funny. But when it comes to Bad Bunny shit, obviously right here, this is more based. It's more of a black platform. It's a hip hop platform, right? No jumper.
Yeah.
I'm kind of like not the outcast, but it's just like it's not really seen. But I'm part of it, being Latino. They always ask me, how do you feel about Bad Bunny kissing guys? And I'm like, one, I love bro's music.
Yeah, that nigga fire.
Fire.
As an artist, he fire.
Fire. Some of the best music I've ever heard in a long
Yeah, you
time.
can't take that shit
You
from
can't take that from him.
You can literally listen to a fucking song like that.
The Titi me preguntó shit.
That shit stuck in my fucking head. And it's like you can't sit in and catch me like listening to like hardcore, but it's so fucking good.
Yeah.
that it gets stuck in your head,
Bro.
Like it gets stuck in your head, and that's why I said like if he did it for controversy, if he did it because he do like that shit or whatever reason he did, that's him as a person.
Yeah, I'm a fan of him. I never had a
of
problem.
his music.
Yeah, and because people always just assume like, as a guy, obviously I grew up in the hood. You're gonna have a problem with it. I'm like, I don't have a problem with it, bro. Since a young age,
If you I feel like you said it right. If you fall in, because where we come from.
Yeah.
But if you fall into that shit that you done got too personal with this guy,
Yeah.
that's how you got a problem.
Yeah, I'm like,
I can never get that personal with him.
Yeah.
Like, it's an artist. Like I feel
I'll
like
fuck with him. I think the influence he's had on the Latino culture
It's great.
And even like if that helped a lot of men show their feminine side, I think that's cool for them. Like I think everybody should live what the fuck they want to believe. The fact that you care about what people do is just
it's too much.
yeah, it's too much. Like
That's what I said. For
Yeah, yeah.
people to sit there and, but why he kissed that? Why he
Yeah.
that? So fucking what?
Because I remember at first the problem was, why is he painting his nails?
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
fool, let him fucking paint his nails.
Okay, well, it was with everybody, with J Violin, with
Yeah, yeah.
fucking Anuel, all of them. But it was like, if you look at the shit goes back to the rock shit. Now, yeah.
AC/DC was doing some wild shit.
Wild shit.
They was doing their eyebrows.
But what they was doing, fucking bitches all day long.
Oh.
Doing all, like, you couldn't tell them they were gay. But now, the shit done got so, like, into that, so personal about the person.
Yeah.
Instead of worrying about the numbers that he's doing.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
ain't nobody talked about, hey, man, this guy is doing, now they want to talk about his numbers.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't talk about the numbers of why he did that.
He's
like
a
the
great,
kissing.
bro. I think
I feel like even the kissing, everybody act like it's just like he's having sex with both of them on stage. It's like he did a kiss to where I feel like it was for controversy to sell more
Yeah.
because of who he is.
Yeah,
He
and then
did the
honest,
video as a chick, so what that tells you, if he dressed up as a chick with titties, because I really thought it was like they went and grabbed somebody that looked like him, but it was a girl.
nah, but he also did that. People don't. I mean, you might know this, but he did that supporting the transgender women that were getting killed in Puerto Rico. If I'm not
Exactly.
mistaken, but I think that's exactly what it was. Like
That's what I'm saying.
His music is
People
very
don't know.
yeah, it was
And that's
meaningful.
who's loving this shit.
Yeah.
Like we just said that the gay community got such a high power and high impact that they'll probably sell out the arena just on themselves.
Yeah, I fuck with anybody who fuck with me. I've
My
never.
little sister's like that. That's why
Yeah.
I don't speak on that. Remember I told you my
Yeah.
little sister's like, you
Yeah.
looking at me now.
Yeah.
So I don't knock people on that. Keep your personal shit, your personal shit.
Yeah.
If I fuck with you as a person, that's it. Like
Yeah.
the same thing as Bad Bunny. If I fuck with him as a music, as an artist, don't mean I like all the shit that he's doing. Or I'm
Yeah.
like, no,
Yeah.
that's his thing.
Yeah, I feel like just let people live
Let
life.
'em be.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like people are he's just a wild ass fool. He
got money, bro. He can do what the fuck he
Yeah,
wanna
he
do.
don't give a he doesn't give a fuck about our conversation about him. He
Exactly.
is not tripping about
Nah.
none of that.
That's why I said that earlier. They were like,
Yeah.
"Would you do it?" I was like, "That's just him. Like you can't even explain that shit. You can only ask him, and he's the only one that can explain why the fuck he did that."
Nah, yeah, most definitely. And then even that fool don't even
He
do
gonna
interviews.
shit on you, though.
Yeah, he probably not even gonna do it. He probably,
gonna shit
if you
on
ask
you
him,
with
he'll
the
probably be like,
answer.
"No te entiendo, Bobby." You know what I mean? Shout out Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Salute to you because you're a fucking great dog. I think.
Yeah, I ain't gonna
you're-
lie. That's a teacher. Like when I first heard him with Arcangel, fuck my head up.
Yeah.
That's what made me start wanting to do Spanish and all that shit. And I swear to you, bro, my own team used to tell me this 4 years ago. Why the fuck are you rapping in Spanish? You ain't Bad Bunny. That shit ain't gonna work. I swear to God.
Damn.
I swear to God.
The
And look,
Wolfpack was hating, huh?
my own people, like
Yeah,
just in the
yeah.
studio, like my own people. And then once they started seeing me, not like AD and them, like he was loving the shit, but like the little homies.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
trying to get me to stay with the rap and shit and all be the same. And I was like, nah, I want to do something different. Like,
Something different.
yeah, because we all doing the same fucking thing.
Yeah, nah.
Like, what's his name? What's his name? He's super hard with the Spanish shit out here in Cali. He's locked up right now.
Chito Ranas.
Chito Ranas. Man, I
Yeah.
want to link up with him. Like out the whole Cali that I done heard, like that's
Yes.
on my lane.
Yeah.
That's that type of shit that I'm
Yeah.
doing. It's him.
Oh, he's good.
Hard.
Yeah, he in
hard.
jail. Hopefully he come home soon.
And that's the shit that I like that type of shit because he's like still hipped with the culture and all this shit, but super Mexican.
Yeah, he does. He's I could be mistaken, but he's from Sac. But he has one of
Yeah.
his biggest songs is with Swifty Blue out here.
Yeah, yeah,
And it's
that's
called
how
the
I got
fucking
him.
Cuerno de Chivo.
Yeah.
And he got that shit.
Yeah,
He got
that
the
shit
fuck out that
hard.
shit.
That's one that I like. I salute the shit out here because, like I said, for you to rap in Spanish, bro, it's just like something.
It's hard, bro. It's a whole other
hard.
language.
Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, it's
You
hard.
gotta make sense though. See, with the rap, I could say 10 subjects in one song. Cool. I got drip, supposedly.
Yeah.
Spanish, they gonna
Criticize the fuck out of every single thing you
They'll
say.
be like, what the fuck he just said? Like, they know if you really speak Spanish because the words, you gotta make sense with the shit.
Yeah, most definitely.
If you don't make sense, everybody gonna look at you like, what the fuck are you saying?
Yeah, my mom's what's crazy is that my mom, she's very in tune into a lot of shit. You know, she watches all the
Hip
she watches
on it.
all the podcasts, like the Mexican podcasts and news and shit like that. She's the one that actually put me on Santa Fe.
Dope.
My mom put me on Santa Fe.
Damn.
And then I was blessed enough to take her to a concert. Shout out to homie Ron. He fucks with his team, and they got us backstage and shit. We didn't get to meet him because we left a little earlier because a lot of my fans are Santa Fe Clan fans. And the show was at the Velasco out here in downtown LA.
Dope.
So while I was there, I was like, hey,
They
look,
was on your
like
ass.
I'm not even trying to, I'm not like, oh, I'm not down, but sometimes it could be a lot. And I was with my mom, you know?
Yeah.
So I was like, Mom, we gotta leave like 2 songs before he finished.
Cause they go
And I'm
bum
like,
rush your
yeah,
ass.
but man, he put on a performance,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, bro, it was amazing. And I like that fool because he shows his emotions.
Yeah.
I think showing emotion is key in Santa Fe.
Shout out to I didn't want to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Aleman.
Aleman too.
Shout
Aleman,
out to
sorry.
Aleman. You were saying that how he show emotion. Man, that guy put on a great fucking 2-hour performance in Houston. I got to see him like right there sideline and great dude, great music, put on a great performance and really like I could feel his pain in the music.
No, yeah, and
Like Santa Fe Clan,
yeah,
you could feel his shit.
fuck it with the Caramba. Shout out to homie Mario too. See, I was supposed to go to the Aleman one, but I got busy doing some shit.
Dope.
But yeah, I've heard him do his shit, and even him just expanding his music. I think he was
he's
blessed
super dope.
enough to fucking work with. Did he do the shit with Snoop Dogg too and shit like that?
Yeah,
he
that
did.
shit hard.
With him, Lupio Rivero, Snoop,
Yeah, that
and all
shit
these
hard.
artists, and I thought that was dope. I remember the homegirl Sasha. They had like a little thing through Zoom during COVID when we were able to ask them questions and shit. They were able to.
Yeah, he just got cause he moved to Mexico City. He was telling me, and that's how he got to get out here in the United States. But that shit dope as fuck for him to like, be able to come out here too
and do his shit.
Yeah,
Nah, they're
that's why we
killing
was
it.
rocking. That's why I said I love like the culture. Cause right now, bro, everybody knows this. It's cool to be a Mexican right now.
Yes.
It's cool to rep that 3-color flag that
No,
it wasn't
yes.
okay back then.
And there's so many things coming to light with that shit. Like even with like Houston's always been big rap, but I think and LA too, Cali's obviously we're right next to the border, just like how
Yeah.
you guys are.
Yeah.
But LA right now, especially some of our youngest, some of the biggest coming up are Mexican, which is dope as fuck to see.
And they hard, like hard. Sway, shout out to Sway. I've been like hearing this shit and how he's young, bro. How young they are.
The homie's cold, dog.
Cold.
That's one of my favorites. And that's my boy. I'm not just saying that because he's a homie.
Yeah, I like the shit.
Because
I
I
like
have a
the
lot of homies that don't fuck with they shit.
He don't remind me, not in a bad way, but he don't really remind me of a LA rapper like Peso. He don't
Okay.
remind me of a LA rapper like your typical
typical,
LA. No, like
yeah.
he on some shit like
He sound like Kodak.
yes. it's
People always
kinda-
saying that.
It's kind of like a mixture, like some Florida shit.
Yeah,
with
pain
New
music.
York. Yeah.
Yeah, he got pain music.
Yeah, like
And-
Peso.
yeah.
Peso got the same shit of like that New York storytelling.
Yeah, and
Like,
then
I'ma tell
Peso
you a
just,
story.
but Peso's more bars. He's like,
Oh, yeah.
And then
Lyrical.
Suede's a little more, yeah, because I've been in the studio with Peso and bro writes like the way his music sounds is how he writes, and Suede is a little more like. Suede's just a little more swaggier,
With
you
the
know.
flow, with
Their flows are different, but both very highly respected.
Yeah.
Obviously, free Peso, he in jail right now, so
Yeah, free
that's
the guy, man.
That's kind of what's slowing him down. But I know when he come home, it's gonna
He
go
gonna
crazy.
tear that shit up.
Bro, cause he talked to me. I was like, that father called me in like 2-3 weeks. But when he called me, he'd be like, bro, Doknow. He's like, I have like 3 notebooks. So
Ready
he's
to
like, I got albums for days, dog.
Ready to go.
And I'm like, damn, I'm glad you. A lot of fools go in there and fuck off.
Well, that's. I feel like sometimes, like you said, we're like blessed and cursed
Mm-hmm.
because you could take that shit. Sometimes got sit your ass down.
Yeah.
Because you got something great. but
Most
you
definitely.
shitting on it, and he put you up for a little bit just to make you think and get back on track.
Analyze shit, kind of make you think
Yes.
about life a little
Take
bit.
yourself out yourself and look at yourself and be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Okay.
And that's what I felt like is happening with him because he's got greatness. But if he stayed out here and fucking around, greatness gonna be gone.
Nah,
And
facts.
that shit, cause the youngs, they ahead of the time. Like right now, the 15 to 20-year-old, he ahead. He living like a 40-year-old, my
It's
boy.
crazy.
He trying to get
Man,
millions like a
man, bro, I
40-year-old.
know 15-year-olds with more money than they big homies.
Yeah.
And it's
yeah.
crazy.
Because back then what it was, so you're 30, 40, you was barely thinking of becoming a millionaire, right?
Yeah.
Now they got their mind set and ready to go. They're 21, they gotta be a millionaire.
Yeah, but that only shows the progression in life. Like
Because
it's
not
slow,
really,
but yeah.
it's not really how you said. Like, I feel like it's not really built like back in the days
Most
from the
definitely.
ground up. It's just boom, one hit. So the shit gets taken away easier, and you lose it easier too.
Yeah, no, facts.
That's what's going on right now with the whole thing. But shout out to everybody out here in Cali, man, doing their fucking thing. Shout out to Texas too,
Yeah,
rock
yeah.
and rolling.
Houston is cool. I'm telling you, when I was out there,
Yeah, you gotta come out there and
yeah,
fuck
man,
with me though.
man, Sticky ain't show me no hoes though. We gotta call Sticky and
Man,
talk
you
shit or something.
gotta, I gotta take you around.
All right, yeah. Next time I'm out there.
I'm
I'm
telling you.
I like-
Alex, everybody be going over there because of that. Grubs all on, I'm telling you. I leave.
Oh,
As soon as
okay.
out there right now, you got a show out there right now. JLP, you just hit me too.
Yeah.
Like when they touch down in the city, is that, bro? Like, I
okay,
got
man.
you,
I gotta go
got
fuck
you.
with the Wolf Pack. I gotta go
There you go.
tap in.
With
You
the
feel me?
familia.
You feel me? The homie / the Wolf Pack. I gotta ask you, how do you feel about SPM? Why'd you
They
laugh?
hit me with that shit on the other interview too. Man, free SPM. I don't know about this whole situation, In a personal way, I don't like talking about it.
Okay.
Music, great guy.
Music, his music was
He inspired me. No bullshit. No bullshit. He's kind of like one of the ones that I grew up in Houston as a kid. As a
well,
little
yeah.
immigrant.
I think just him being Latino, was a big
It's
thing
an impact to us.
everywhere though.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, cause I'm not gonna tell you I don't know a song word for word.
That's what I'm saying. And you out here in Cali.
Yeah.
So imagine how I felt like seeing him.
Yeah.
And then my older brother used to run around with him.
Yeah.
So they used to know a lot of the shit together. Like I sent Carolyn to Mexico to do a show. The same
Okay.
thing with Pow Wow. Shit's big out there, but like I feel the whole culture in Texas is like SPM brought that shit to where it was cool with the Mexicans and the blacks. Because he don't really speak Spanish. You know?
Yeah, I know. That's what somebody
that's the
told me.
trip part.
Yeah,
The
somebody was
trippy
like,
ass
he don't
part.
really speak Spanish.
Yeah,
I'm
he
like, his
don't.
name is South Park Mexican. They're like,
Yeah.
yeah, he don't really know Spanish.
And his last name is Coy.
Whoa.
So, Carlos Coy, that's his name. So it's like little shit like that it's like I said, in a personal way, I don't talk about him. I don't, just respect and fuck with the music tough like a motherfucker.
Yeah, because I know it could be.
I mean,
I've heard different.
There you go.
I've
And
heard-
I don't know it. I don't know the facts. I don't know his story.
I didn't
don't
know.
the stories.
I didn't know too much about it till we get older, obviously.
Yeah, I don't.
And
really,
then people be like, I have older homies that would be like, "What you listen to?" And I'll be like, "Oh shit." And then
Yeah.
now people be like, "Oh well, the case went like this." So you don't ever really.
You don't know it.
The shit sounds wild.
too wild.
That shit sounds crazy.
Too wild to where that's why I don't speak on
Okay.
talk about it, because it's kind of like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that shit sounds
That
crazy.
type of shit.
Yeah, that shit sounds
And
crazy.
if you say
And then-
anything, it's like you even
Oh,
sound
so
crazy.
you're taking sides now?
There
And
you
it's
go.
like, because I'm pretty sure you have homies that feel different type of ways about it in Houston.
Well, and like I said, it's more on that note that we never touch it in a personal way.
But you guys, as artists coming out of there, you guys know the question's always gonna come.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Always.
yeah, okay.
Always.
Yeah.
And that's why I said, like, in a music type of way, I fuck with him, everything. In a personal type of way, I can't speak on the situation. I don't know his situation. So
Okay.
we just leave it at that. We fuck with him. We still talk to him here and there on
On the
from
phone.
jail. Yeah. He love the shit that we do. We're like the Wolfpack is kind of like that. That we're based raza. Like
Yeah.
it's member raza.
Yeah.
So that's what made the whole thing strong with all the other communities.
All the other
and
communities.
get respected by the black community, because
Facts.
it's like it's real big out there. The black
Yeah,
community is
huge.
huge. So for us to be able to get respected and for like the artists to tap in and know, hey, like we the Mexicans, like
Yeah.
out there, that's a blessing because of the whole thing of working.
Yeah, working.
And it goes all the way back to Aztec Escobar.
Yeah.
So that's who started the whole Wolfpack with Broski, with AD.
With AD.
So the Wolfpack goes all the way back where they signed with Jay-Z, with Rock La Familia. So now he's doing acting and all that, which is you'll see him on Southpaw, a bunch of shows. But he's the one that started doing the music. We just took on after the shit.
After the shit.
And merged the shit together. Yeah. Houston is real big. So the whole Wolfpack is from the north. And where I was raised, like I told you, Southwest.
Yeah, Southwest.
So we was like the only Mexicans running around the whole city with all the blacks. But
I
we
see
were
what you,
deep.
but you fools were deep.
Yeah, so we would always see each other like, damn, they the ones, we the ones too. So eventually...
It was kind of like
15
different
years
chapters
ago-
of Wolfpack.
No, not different chapters, but after that, we created different chapters in different
Okay.
cities. But that's what started it, the whole thing, because we was in the north and the south of Houston. So we was like, we just merged the shit together.
Yeah, let's
So
let's
once-
connect and make something
Yes,
bigger.
And then once we merged it, it's like that's when we clicked of doing the whole thing, not just the brotherhood thing, but music, clothing brand,
Just building each other.
everything.
Yeah.
Yes, anything that we could do to build each other, that's what we was doing.
Connections all over everything.
Yes, because if I'm in the south, they in the north, and then the homies in the southeast, like we able to run the whole thing, able to control certain little things that our people want to do.
Most definitely.
And that's the blessing of people coming in town. And all cities are the same. Everybody always talk about L.A. is fucked up. L.A. is raw, the robbing and the killing. And it's raw, but it's everywhere. Like a lot of cities, like a lot of people don't talk about Chicago. Houston is the same shit. Like you go down there, you go in the wrong area.
Yeah, we was
shit
out there. We
can
was
happen.
like, ooh, we might have to just,
Yeah,
you
shit
just
gonna
gotta
happen.
maneuver. You're not from out there. It's kind of like, it's just wherever you are, you just kind of gotta
Yes.
move a little
Like
smarter.
me, if I'm out here and I gotta respect, I can't go in people's neighborhoods.
Yeah.
And think I'm because I'm me.
Yeah.
I could go in there. No, I don't. I wasn't raised there, and I'm not from there, so it's like people take that serious. Same as if you go to Houston and you act a fool and all that shit. People don't take that lightly.
Yeah, I'm not fucking with nobody in Houston. All you motherfuckers got guns.
Yeah, well, that's the thing.
Man,
like,
motherfucker, I was out there. The
open
security
carry
guard in
season.
front of 1111 had a shotgun with him.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, boy, why you got a big ass bazooka on him? He's like,
It's
hey, bro,
legal.
you're not gonna pat you down. I'm like, you do what the fuck you want. Nah, pause. Not a weird shit, but I'm like,
Yes,
bro, got a
legal.
big ass gun just outside the club.
Yeah, they run like the little kids. They run around with Dracos. Like it's
And
okay
I'm like,
for you to
ooh.
run.
And they're like, and they told me out there, they're like, you can buy a gun before you can buy cigarettes.
Yeah, 21 years old.
And I'm like, dog, that's dangerous.
21 years old. All you gotta do is just show up to the gun store, purchase a gun, and you can ride around with an assault rifle. So yes, it's crazy out there. That's why I said this. I feel like everywhere is crazy. It's people to respect.
Most
where they
definitely.
at instead of thinking that it's okay to do what the fuck they
Yeah,
want.
everything's different. Just
Yeah,
Facts.
everywhere. You gotta respect the shit.
Give me your Mount Rushmore of Houston rap.
UGK, man. That's like the legend. That's like growing up as a kid. Like that's the.
But there's four around Mount Rushmore.
I say UGK, SPM, UGK, the Getto Boys, and let me see. I can't. It's a hard one because the last one is. I had to say the whole SUC, the whole screwed up clique. Like I can't just take one
You know what's crazy?
because that's a package, so I could count that
Yeah.
as a package.
You know what's crazy? I have a Screw shirt, and I'm gonna just be honest.
No shit.
I didn't know who he was.
No shit.
I'm gonna just be real.
Okay, so DJ Screw, you got the scoop on him?
A little bit.
So DJ Screw, how he came up, he would be fucking around with the turntables.
Yeah.
So it was just old
Hip hop?
records. No, regular records.
A regular records.
Like old school shit.
Okay.
Like R&B shit.
ODs
shit
and shit like that.
Yes. So they drank, after so much, they would be sipping fucking eights and shit. So after so much, everything slows down on you, right? So he started with that shit, just grabbing the records and slowing them down. So it was scratching them, doing all that, and then it started to where that's where the great tapes came from. So the great tapes was him selling them. So if you had a great tape, it was like, because he had made it. Meaning he had little, you remember back in the days you had the tape recorders and you just press record on
Yeah.
both of them. And whatever you was playing, it'll record it. So that's how he was making the tapes. So the tapes, he'll sell them, and that was the Great Screw tapes. And then he became DJ Screw. The other one is so he's from the South. Then the other one that came out from the North is DJ Michael Watts. So they were both doing the screw, the slow down music, which y'all like to call it, but it's screw to us.
Yeah.
So screw came because DJ Screw started doing that shit.
That's crazy because like I was and then I got a little bit of the history of the shit he impacted and how he did his thing.
Yeah, big impact.
Yeah, but when I was rocking the shirt, somebody like, hey, you know who that is? And I was like, nah, they sent it to me. I did this. And bro, they tore my ass up in the comments so bad. I was like, damn.
That's a legend.
Let me learn. So I've been trying to learn a little more hip hop just cause growing up, like I guess you would say the more paisa side.
He's like, to you here, it's like an NWA.
Wow.
Okay, so like the SUC, it's crazy because look at this shit. NWA, 3 letters, right?
Yeah. SUC.
Same shit.
Yeah.
And that was like for us, the same thing. It was like screwed up click. See, Slim and them came after them. Slim Thug, that's the north side. So they came after the screwed up click.
Yeah.
So screwed up click was Lil Kiki, Zero, DJ Screw, Big Mo, all of them, which not so many are alive no more. So that's why there's like a legend thing. Same thing as here.
Yeah, that's
Like
crazy.
Easy, all of them are gone. You only got Dr. Dre, right?
Ice Cube.
Ice Cube and Dr. Dre.
And I think and I think
Snoop.
Yella and no, Snoop wasn't part of NWA.
Oh no, he wasn't.
Was Snoop part of NWA? No, he wasn't.
Nah.
He wasn't.
No, he
Snoop wasn't part of NWA. Damn, I had to think real quick. I was like, was he part of NWA?
Let me not fuck it up.
Yeah. But you guys have a lot of impact. I feel like your guys' music, even like Baby Bash for us is a legend.
Yeah. We fuck with the homie Bass. That's it's funny because we didn't know he was from out here. He was out there so much. So
Yeah.
we was like,
I always thought he from Texas too.
Exactly. See, like people think he's from
But you guys
Texas.
claim him?
Shit, I always thought he was from Houston until I started finding out he was from Cali.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh shit, he's from Cali.
But I think he got signed to SPM, and that's why he was out there a lot.
Yeah, he was like one of the ones that was fucking with him a lot. Like when that shit happened from, I think he was from San Francisco, if I'm not mistaken, from the Bay.
I don't know exactly where Baby Bash was from, but he talks like a Houston motherfucker. He talk like y'all, dog.
Yeah. It's that country ass shit.
Yeah, country motherfuckers.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers sound country as shit.
Everybody always tell us that. It's like,
Yeah.
the fuck you sound so country for? That's
the lingo.
It's just like the nigga word. It's like they hate us for that. Like even me and my manager be going at it. And I'm like, man, I can't fucking help it. Like,
yeah,
like
that's
that
just
shit,
how I was
it's
raised.
a culture thing. Like,
I feel it.
and then literally where I was raised, there was none of black people. So
Yeah.
they were all the Bloods. When I went to school, it was like all the Mexican. They were Crips. So I was like, I ain't fucking with nail one of y'all. Like, I gotta go home. If I fuck with y'all, I gotta go home to them.
Yeah.
And if I fuck with y'all, I gotta go to school to them. So I just kept the neutral.
You kept the neutral. You just doing your thing, yeah.
Yeah, to the day I've always kept the neutral. I come out here to Cali, they're like, oh, this, the whole, you know.
Yeah.
I don't even like speaking on it because I respect it so
Yeah,
much.
yeah, it's a little different out here.
Yeah, so the politics, when they start, I'm like, no, I'm straight Mexico. Like, from Mexico, keep it neutral. I fuck with both of y'all. Like, number love. All that shit right there is like.
No, it's love. It's just a little different out here. But as long as, like, me, I don't gang
as long
bang.
as you have respect, I feel like you don't have to gang bang like back then.
You gotta respect, bro.
But you gotta respect.
Respect is a big thing.
And that's it. Like,
and that's it.
That's what I did since little, since growing, seeing my brother grow up in that shit. I knew I didn't want to be part of it, but I knew I always had to respect
the facts.
because it's the real deal.
How big was the impact of Paul Wall's music?
Big. That's like the homie. That's like one of the most humble guys out of Houston that you could like meet. Like super cool dude. Had a big impact because that was like the transition to our color wave.
Yeah.
He was like oh shit, he's one of us type, you know?
He's white.
Yes, but if you see him, his manager, all his people, Mexican.
Everybody
that he fucks with, Mexican.
Wow.
So he's got that culture real bad. Because out there in Houston, it's not a lot of white people like that, bro, like in the hood.
That's true. That's very true.
Like they stay in the suburbs.
In the suburbs,
they keep their ass over there. The ones that make it over there is the fuck ups. And even then, like you don't really get, it's not like the raza and like the black culture. Like the black and the browns is like a must.
Yeah.
Like we even like have certain neighborhoods that it's like just that.
Yeah.
But it's like you never see the white. Just like the Asians. The Asians, they'll by themselves.
Yeah.
They got their own area and everything.
Yeah.
But it's been like that. Like in Houston, it's been like that. And nobody questions it no more. Like nobody be like, but why they do that? But why they do this? Like I feel like that's like over now. Like you look at people now, babies, shit, everywhere you go.
Yeah, they Blaxican.
Everywhere. Nah, everything. Like I see Asians, Indians, like everything you could think of.
It's mixed.
Mixed.
Damn, I gotta go to Houston, lock me in a little bitty out there, have a baby out there.
That's what broski was somebody. Girls it is like, man, nigga go give me one out there in Texas. All these motherfuckers out here not in. I was like, yeah,
Houston.
Find so many out there.
Y'all, it's bad out there. There's some bad bitches out there.
Yeah, shout out to Houston. I love it.
Yeah, shout out Houston.
Shout out to that A-Leaf though, man. My guys told me, make sure y'all send them a shout out. Shout out to the whole A-Leaf.
Yeah. Talk about it.
Man, shout out to Moneysign. So let's get into that right quick.
Oh,
shout
yeah, come on.
Moneysign.
How you signed to a Corrido label?
Basically, that's Broski, the CEO, Andy. He's family. We go back like in the streets too.
Yeah, shout out No Face, No Case.
There you go, No Face,
Yeah.
No Case. So we just fucked around. He believed in the shit that I had going on right now, and I'm like the first artist on my type of shit.
Yeah.
To drop on the.
I told him to sign me. He ain't fucking with me. I was like, hey, bro, I could be your first comedian Latino from Los Angeles.
There you go.
He wasn't fucking with me, though.
He
was fucking with me. I fuck with bro.
He fuck with you. He's the one that I told him we was doing the interview.
Yeah.
He's like, you better go. Cause remember I was out there last week.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I'm just flying for that. He's like, you better go.
Yeah, that's
like, you better make that shit.
He's real good people. I've tapped in with him. I'm a fan of the way he treats his team and carries his team. I love. I love the way you could tell you guys are very family orientated. The whole Moneysign team.
Yeah, we try to. I never wanted to sign. I always wanted to stay independent.
Cause you're hella like you hear a lot of stories about
How they
people.
control you, bro.
Yeah,
How
yeah.
they control you, how they fuck over you and all that. And I never wanted that. And then the Wolfpack is like, we've been independent, doing our own shit. So the reason we teamed up with Andy was because of that, the shit that I felt like, okay, this is the right move. I prayed on it and I was like, this is the right move. So what I'm trying to do is basically put the music. I know I got some, but I didn't have the right channel to put the shit out there.
Yeah, yeah. Just at some point you were playing checkers. You're trying to play chess now.
There you go. There you go. So it's like it was in a big boy move. It's not about the money. It's more of, like you said, family way and him believing in the shit that I believe in. And both seeing eye to eye. That's why, most of the artists are successful as fuck because he really puts his time into them. Like he takes personal time.
Yes.
That he could be kids, wifey, anything that he got going on. Personal.
Yeah.
He takes that time and invests in us. A whole day, 2 days type of shit. Riding around with us, listening to our shit.
Connecting.
Yeah, giving us ideas. Hey, you need to do this. Hey, you need to shoot this, shoot that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Just shit that it makes you feel more inspired to. Because he's into it and he's the boss. So if he feels connected, it makes you want to work harder.
No, most definitely. Obviously I was gonna ask you about it, knowing that you're the only person signed with your lane in that label, in that team, in that family. But just seeing the way he's invested in I've seen him be with Tony Loy. Obviously, Ivan Cornejo's the one who's going crazy right now.
Yeah, shout out to
Shout
the
out,
young
bro,
boy,
for
man.
winning the fucking.
The Grammys, man. The fucking Billboard. Shout out to the young boy, Ivan Cornejo. Shout out to the whole label, my son. Man.
Yeah.
Shout out to my Wolves, too. Wolfpack Familia. But yeah, it's a blessing, like, even be around them. Like, I work with Tony. We about to work with, I want to. Now we about to. I want to work with Ivan.
Yeah.
He's cold as fuck. Like, I'm in
Cold,
the studio
bro.
with him. He really put that pain in him. Like, he goes in his heart.
Yeah, but I understand how he's so heartbroken young. But then I remember, like,
Well, he's been through it.
yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying. I remember
Oh, yeah,
I was hella
yeah.
sad at 16.
Yeah, that's what she went and fucked the other one.
Yeah, bro.
It hurt them.
He expressed it in a way that makes money. I was expressing it like in tagging and shit. I was doing
Yeah.
graffiti and like, fuck you, bitch. Drinking 40 out of you.
He doing that shit in a smart way because
Yeah.
he's definitely making it. Because women want to feel that too.
Yeah.
They want to feel empowered.
Yeah.
So that's what he did to them. All
That's what
little
the
younger
yeah,
kids.
motherfucker. I broke your heart, bitch ass nigga.
Yeah, I did that. Yeah, I did that. That's what they want to feel. So that's why I feel like he's so successful in this shit. Same thing with Los de la O. Super hard.
yeah.
Super hard. Like every time I listen to new shit, it's crazy because we all get motivated by each other.
Which is
And that's the thing.
which is part of a family.
Yes.
Which is what a family
yes.
needs.
I listen to their shit, they motivate me. They listen to my shit, I motivate them. Like we all doing that. I drop shit and I'm like, fuck that, I gotta drop it after.
Yeah.
I dropped the album or I hear that they about to drop or I'm next and shit like that. It's motivating.
Nah,
Because
man.
we all working, making some shit happen. Like him winning the awards. Yeah, I didn't win the shit, but
Shit,
that
I damn near won it too.
that shit feel like it. It's like, man, that's the young bull.
Nah, yeah.
That's the family. That's the team. So it feels good, like to even get the news. No bullshit. So even with my son, like that's the whole reason why I teamed up. The other reason was I grew up in the neighborhood where
Yeah.
Broski from.
Yeah.
So the whole thing is A-Leaf. That's why it's called my son.
Yeah.
So where he's from is we grew up there. That's where I was kicking rocks, doing my shit and everything, all the way to like.
So it's home.
17.
Other than the fact that it's music business, it's home, and home is where you feel
Yes.
comfortable.
And I had, we had shout out to Rancho Mila too. I fuck with them heavy.
Yeah.
Shout out to JB and Jimmy.
Yeah.
I fucking with them and all that. But I
Shout out
felt-
Humble Ranch.
Yeah, I
Free
felt-
Peso, because Peso was the one that used to be like, yeah. Shout out to Humble Ranch, for
Yeah,
sure.
that's the like. I felt like it was them or home. Like that's who I would have went to.
Yeah.
Because that's who I felt like could put me where I needed to be
Yeah, most definitely.
and to make the moves that I need to make.
But a part of you where you kind of like, damn, how are these Corrido motherfuckers going to take me that I do this at a whole other level?
Yeah, and the one that I felt like the hardest because we would chop it up on a personal level.
Yeah.
It wasn't even about the music.
Yeah.
And who I would feel that with was
Yeah.
my son.
Yeah.
So then when I kept like going with it and then I talked to him about it and he was like, let's run it. I was like, yeah, this is probably the move. You know, God is presenting this at the right time. So even the song with Esteban Gabriel,
Yeah.
we've been rocking like 2 years, bro. But we couldn't do nothing because we was two different worlds, two different lanes. So right now it's like the time where all the lanes are crashing into each
Yeah,
other.
yeah, yeah. There's
All the Mexican lanes.
there's a big ass freeway that just meets everybody in the middle.
Yes,
and
you said it perfect.
yeah, and that's and seeing you do that because I listened to a lot of the shit before. You feel me? And then I was like, right now is the perfect time for Latinos to work with Latinos that don't do what they do.
Yes.
And
yes.
I've been blessed to do that out here in LA, but just working with each other it's
makes more, bro.
It's motivating, dog.
Yeah.
Like seeing like and shout out Nathaniel and Bad Bunny for being kind of the first ones to kind of like
Break that shit.
Yeah, like jab. They hit us with a little, and I was like
wake up.
Yeah,
it's
like
possible,
bro. Because
Yeah.
even like you see, and even just you mentioned them earlier, Grupo Firme, seeing Grupo Firme, fucking like, I've heard them cover, Tu by Santa Fe Clan.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
back in the day, Juan Gabriel isn't fucking with no rapper. No way.
At all.
And I just said Juan Gabriel because my mom fuck with Juan Gabriel. But like, even like seeing Bad Bunny work with Evie Queen.
Yeah.
That's like legends hitting up legends. Or even like when there's just so much.
It's open right now. And that's why I feel like it's at the perfect time right now that we all doing type of shit. Cause it's like I get inspired by that. You just said it, Nata. Here in LA. I got inspired by that. Meaning, shit, I could go at it too.
Hell
I want to
yeah.
go now. So what used to be, nah, they ain't fucking with us like you said.
Maybe it wasn't not fucking with us, but people were just they didn't want to be the guinea pig.
I feel like the companies were like, fuck no.
You're
That's
a
gonna
little
fuck up the
classier.
money.
Yes.
And now it's like, you need that. You need the hood one to go with the classy. Why?
Yeah.
It sounds so perfect.
Yeah, facts.
And that's what I notice, even my raw ass voice, my shit. And I don't consider myself a rapper.
No.
I give it to a lot of rappers that really rap.
Yeah.
Hands down. I'm an artist. I try to like story type of shit. Give you, shit that I done seen. Now, to make it sound good, it's a blessing that I'm able to do that to the words and all that, but I still don't feel like I'm just a lyricist person to make the shit, own it. But I want to make music to change people. And that's what my boy was telling me earlier. He's like, man, this shit make me feel different. I was like, that's what I want.
Yeah.
I want my songs to make you feel like you on some shit, you gonna go get some money, and you feel positive.
No, yeah, it's a little more it's kind of the uplifting part is cool, but the way when shit motivates you is even cooler.
Yeah.
And that's a vibe. Like when the song's hard, it's cool. And if you know word for word, it's cool. But when you know word for word and the song uplifts you, motivates you,
And
makes
you
you want to
feel
do
that
this.
shit? Yeah.
And then that's even like we just talked about Ivan Coronel. Seeing somebody that young. At his age, I was in and out juvenile hall.
Yeah.
I was
Same
fucking
here.
off.
Same
I was, you know what I mean? So it's seeing somebody that young, motivated, and we claim he from Cali.
Yeah.
He from Cali, Riverside. He from the IE though. We like, the IE, buddy, we still, and that's just like a clowning thing. It's like, but it's still dope to see somebody that young.
Yeah.
And that's the first time I have a friend. I met him one time and it was dope. We talked. We just so love. And it's crazy because he knew who I was and I knew who he was. So it was like it was dope just me being a fan. And I was like seeing you win a Grammy was very motivating.
Even the Chargers, like halftime at the Chargers, fucked my head up.
At the Rams.
At the
Rams.
Fuck my head up. I was like, wow, bro. Wow,
Yeah.
in your own state, like that claims you, because it just popped up in my head because you said that.
Yeah, we claim what?
claim
He's ours. Houston, he's not. He might be part of Manzana. That might be based off Houston. That motherfucker is ours.
Say, what is ours? Manzana is yours.
Yeah. Manzana is
Yeah,
ours, but Ivan, he's ours.
He's like,
But-
keep it up.
But
Shout
even
out to the
seeing,
young bull.
and even seeing just labels like you doing something with San Gabriel, like that's dope. Never seen before, probably in Houston. And then seeing, but you could tell a company like that is willing to expand and learn.
Yeah, we
Because-
did that. Shout out to Esteban. Isolente. He runs this whole thing.
Yeah.
So shout out to him for even like we would always talk about it, like I said, but it was always like how we gonna make something happen. So then once we finally, like I told him the ideas that I had, he played the guitar on that song. He did the guitar, the 12-string one, to get that funky sound out of it. And then we brought the engineers and the producers, put the 808s on it, and crazy. Same thing with Hablando with Tony. Lluvia played the guitar. just simple notes, boy. And
She's
then
hard. She cold
super
with that
hard.
guitar.
Super. Shout out to Uvia too. I forgot.
On Cali too.
Yeah.
Hey,
She's
Masana.
yours.
Masana. Just fool. Just come. Let me come home, fool.
Second house over here.
Look.
They need to
He
build
got
a house out
Tony. He
here.
from Cali.
Yeah.
Yvonne from Cali.
Yeah.
You were from Cali.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fool, just bring me home, fool. It's okay. You know how cold that team would look if I was part of it? It's cold.
The fuck, he wanted to do a podcast. It's crazy that you say that.
Yeah, I know.
told you about it, huh?
We talked about it. It just
He got a crazy idea on it too.
He do got it. But then look, both the motherfuckers he wants to do it from Cali. Shout out my dog Keko. But now I fuck with him. I like seeing you. And at first I knew who you were. I seen you be mentioned a couple times. I listened. I'm always watching shit. I'm a fucking, you know, I'm a Gen Z baby, I'm on my phone all day.
We met each other at the Junior H. We were sitting together.
At the Junior H
with
shit.
G
And it was fast too.
Yeah.
I was.
You just like me. We like notice each other, acknowledge each other, but
Yeah.
we don't like getting in each other's shit.
Yeah, because I mean,
when the time is right, it's right.
And plus, I felt like everybody was kind of like just
On the
meeting.
shit.
Yeah, and it was like, oh shit. But yeah, you was definitely vibing.
Yeah, because
right
you
there.
wouldn't even take a shot at that. You was like, like
You was like,
I gotta chill. I gotta
yeah,
go.
I had to get drunk after that. That's why.
Yeah.
I was like, if I get too drunk right now, I'm finna run
loose
on
as a
stage,
goose.
hug Junior Ancha or some shit.
They're like, well, boy.
Yeah, shout out Junior Ancha, another
Yeah, shout out
cold.
Junior Ancha, another cold goat. Baby goat too. It was hard as fuck. Hard. Shout out to JOP too.
Shout out the Mexicans. We're winning right now.
Yeah.
Let's definitely embrace
Viva
it.
Mexico, cabrones.
Yeah, facts. And he's saying that not with an accent.
Nah.
Yeah.
Acá,
Hey,
con todo respeto.
facts. You like rock en español?
Ah, claro.
Oh, me too, dog.
Yeah, you gotta have
It
it.
blows people's mind. Me and my mom go to rock concerts together still.
Yeah, that's like I feel like maná, all that. It's like you grew up on that shit, but it gives you, like, even if I listen to it right now, it gets me that crunk, el tri. Like, el
Ooh.
tri, that's like, to me, like,
That's my mom's god, fool.
yeah, el niño, you heard that one, el niño, ¿cómo se? El niño.
I like.
El
I'm a
niño
kid.
sin padre.
He has a lot of sad shit.
That one hit me hard, because it's like, if you listen to it, I think it is El Niño Sin Padre.
And then the reason it hits you hard is because knowing where your family comes from.
Where we come from and how hard I could relate to that song of no father, no none, being in the streets, being left in the streets. So it's like, that hits you home. Like, rock en español is kind of like the old, like, to us, the trap, the new trap shit.
Yeah, it's
Like,
crazy.
If you can't understand that, then I don't feel like you from that era.
But see, that's why I'm so happy that's why being Mexican is so fucking dope.
Yeah,
Because
fuck it.
I'm able to fucking sit here and rap, and I've met plenty of rappers. Riley meets rappers all the time. We've met rappers all fucking day. But I promise you, I'll be starstruck if I were to see fucking Alex Lora.
Hell yeah.
What?
Yeah. That's
I don't even know. I wouldn't even know what to say to bro, or meet the dude from El Aragon.
You just left me like,
Yeah, Alex Lora, bro.
that's like
Like it.
you wouldn't even know what to do.
I'll be like,
because it's like one of the greatest of the greatest, like, and would never show his face. That's the thing. You would never see him do this.
Then we gotta work harder so we can meet him.
Yeah, that's a
goal. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, I
Especially
grew
being
up. I
from
grew up on
there.
a lot of El Aragon, fucking Banda Bostic,
yeah, Los
and
Caifanes.
fucking El Tri, and then cumbia.
Yeah. Well, sonidero, all that shit. is
Sonidero's
like,
crazy.
That's like a party in Mexico.
Yeah, my mom dances it one finger.
Yeah.
I still to this day I don't know what they be doing, but they just my mom and my sisters, the man be moving them with one finger. I'll be like, whoa! I'll be
Yeah.
this, but
Yeah,
rock en
dude.
español is definitely like,
That's a culture, bro.
It's our culture
Yeah.
because
It's kind of like how they got the corridos and
like Sinaloa and shit like that.
norteñas,
Yeah, for us,
banda.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. My mom be like, that's for you guys.
Yeah.
But my mom, when it comes to rock, like to this, like my mom be going to all the rock shows that be coming out here, and she be making me get her tickets and shit.
That's dope.
She be like, "Yaman
I
at
know
the
you
friend."
can get tickets.
Yeah, I be getting I be getting finesse. I be hitting. I'm like, "Hey, let me get this from my mom." They be like, "Well, that's your mom, hell yeah." And my mom be going up to like she be going to all the concerts.
That's better than a chick hitting you with that shit. I feel much better. That's the same with mom asking me for money to buy her stuff, like, personal stuff. I feel way better than giving it to a chick and shit. I be like, shh, all day long with mama.
Yeah.
That's why I said-
But with a girl, I be a little hesitant. Like,
Yeah.
Is the
It
bitch
hurt.
going yeah, like
It
fuck,
hurt.
like fucking she gonna talk about me to her homegirls. Like, I just tricked this motherfucker. Like, bitch, you ain't tricked me. I got a nice heart, bitch.
Yeah, I was trying to show love, bitch. And you took advantage of my heart.
Talking all that shit.
But that's what mama. You got to rock for mama. But yeah, that's the same with mama. I think it's that culture too. That DF is like the food. Like you could try some food from Michoacán, Guadalajara, and it's not the same.
Nah, we have the best food, dog.
I can't switch my huaraches, my pambazos. Like I can't switch.
People don't know what pambazos are, dog.
Yeah,
that
no.
shit blows my mind. Like, bro, that's my mom's. Like, mama, like we get pambazos for birthdays.
Yeah, that's birthday for real.
Bro, we get
Mama
bro.
be asking, what you want for your birthday?
Pambazos.
Some fucking pambazos.
Yeah, my
shit.
mom, I fucking ask her for a couple things. She either makes me costillas con salsa verde.
What about tinga? Tinga, man. Tinga de res. That's the shit right there.
See,
That's
when I go to
another
Houston,
birthday.
I like.
Oh, you gotta come. You gotta come. I'm
know.
gonna take you to the house. You gonna trip
Yeah,
out.
that's what I need. Cause whenever I go outside, I don't
Nah.
trust pambazos from anywhere else but my mom.
Nah. Pull up to the house. I'm gonna have mama make some tinga and some pambazos. You
Yeah.
gonna be like,
Oh,
yeah.
tinga to me
Those
is like,
size of tinga.
and then but see, this is how crazy El DF is so slept on. One, El DF for you guys is the third biggest state in the country, and I mean in the world. It's El DF is humongous.
Biggest mall. One of the biggest malls. in the
Everybody
whole
wants to
world.
live in El DF now, you guys. If you guys didn't know, people
Yeah.
are. It's getting a little gentrified. But the reason I relate to it so much, maybe you could tell me why you relate to it so much, still being from Houston and growing up there. But my mom grew up in like, it's like ghetto. It's like the city is. It's a city, but it's ghetto.
Tepito.
No. I'm saying like the atmosphere.
Oh, okay,
it's
okay.
like very city, but it's very
Oh, yeah,
ghetto
yeah.
and dangerous. And
Yeah, yeah.
and if you think about it, late, it's like the city, ghetto, dangerous. And there's a movie. I don't know if you've seen it. My mom showed it to me, but it's about all the little kids that have no food and they just rob and kill a bunch of people, a bunch of like.
That's in Tepito. That's why I mentioned that. Okay,
Yeah.
so that right there is like
It's called like Las Ratas. The movie's called like
It's crazy that you said
the
that.
Rats of the City or some shit like that.
so that's like in Mexico City where all the rich shit is at.
Yeah.
It's in the middle, which is called Tepito.
Yeah.
And it's all
Grimy.
Grimy.
It's like Skid Row, you guys.
Yeah, same thing.
But just people live like.
Yeah, they actually live
yeah.
there. You don't see the homeless. That's the only thing. You don't see
Yeah.
the homeless, but everybody hustling, everybody robbing, everybody trying to make something happen.
Yeah.
And they sell you some stuff. That's the place where you'll get an item sold to you.
And then get it robbed
You
back.
take off, walk a couple blocks, and brah, get up off of it. And they take it back to the dude who sold it to you, sell it to him. So that item being sold like 10, 20 times, bro.
And what's
Before
crazy
it
is.
does make it to a destination.
Yeah. And what's crazy that whenever I tell people I'm from El DF or when I meet other like Mexicans, like,
Oh, yeah, they
they're
hate
like,
us.
yeah, fuck, we gotta
chilango.
watch our wallet. We gotta watch our wallet. I'm like, motherfucker, I ain't robbing you. They be like, your mama, your daddy robbed me.
Yeah.
I'll be like, my mama ain't robbing you. But
Yeah,
it's just
chilangos. They
yeah.
got that thing of chilangos that
Yeah.
wear that, but it's like, nah, we just some hustling ass
and
motherfuckers.
they have a really big accent over there.
Yeah.
Chingada tu madre.
Well, it's fast. Like
Yeah,
when
yeah.
I go down there and like my cousins, they talking, I can't keep up, but I'm just laughing my ass off.
Yeah, it's fun.
'Cause like they got the fastest hood lingo
Yeah.
you could ever hear. Like,
For your family say like manita and shit? ¿Qué
como-
pasó, manita? And
Nah,
shit like
my,
that?
My cousins do.
Your
Like
cousins
that's
do?
like the fresas.
Yeah.
Like the fresillas, they the ones that from the hood is way. They call each other.
Yeah,
way.
way, yeah.
No mames, way.
Yeah, and then my mom told us they should be like huevos.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah, they be talking. It be crazy. Son groseros, fool.
Because
Yeah.
that's with the whole shit like roasting
And they rhyme,
yeah, because the roasting,
which
all
is
that
crazy,
shit,
right?
yeah.
That they rhyme their
Yeah.
roast.
It's like they fuck around and sound like a poem. And shit,
Yeah,
and
and
they roast
then you don't know what you, especially us, because he was
Ain't no
obviously
comeback.
obviously you were raised more in the U.S., but like us, like to them, we're like, they could get us all day and we wouldn't know what to say.
You can't have no comeback.
Yeah.
By the time you think of something, they already hit you with another one.
Yeah, and it's like, God damn, let me come back from the first
Yeah,
one.
That shit there. I love it though. I love it. It's crazy that you said that, 'cause, bro, I ain't been down there over 10 years.
I've never been down there.
Over 10 years, I ain't been down there because of how the shit is right now. Like,
Yeah.
how crazy it is. But DF is not like that, man. You go down there, DF, you blend in like crazy.
Yeah.
That's what Aleman was telling me. That's why he moved down there to the city. Because he was like, man, I could blend in like nothing, bro. I ride around like nothing. Over there, who he was at, he couldn't do that.
Yeah, now I gotta go down there. I've never been out there, obviously.
Yeah, we got a little shit down there in Guadalajara.
Yeah.
They feel like all my family down there. My brother, we got,
No.
like I said, we got the store out there. It's crazy. Like all the Jordans, all the Nikes, everything that you could think of, we got the shit out
En
there.
el DF.
In Guadalajara, Tlaquepaque.
Oh, okay.
So Guadalajara is more like,
It's more rancho.
no, Guadalajara, you got a bunch of, like Jalisco, period. It's like a lot of mountains and all that, but that's like the closest to the city.
To the city.
DF,
Yeah.
That is big.
That is big, yes.
So that's like the next. And then the next one after that to come in is Monterrey.
Monterrey.
That's like the main states that it's like, okay, they doing some shit.
Nah, yeah, I gotta go down there. I've never been. Obviously, money was the issue. It's not no more. So maybe I gotta go down there this year.
Yeah,
and then I was like in and out juvenile hall, so my probation officer wouldn't let me go out there.
Yeah.
But I mean, now I'm planning on going out there and
Puerto Vallarta. Fuck Cancun, fuck all that. I love Cancun. Shout out to everybody, but Puerto Vallarta.
That's the place to go?
That's the place. Like,
it's better than Tulum.
why for your money? Yeah, Tulum and all that is just watered down for the money, tourist shit. Like,
Yeah.
man, $1,000 over there in Puerto Vallarta, you gonna be king over there.
Ooh.
And ladies over there treating you. That's why I want to like go like build. That's why we close to there. We're like 4 hours away from there.
Okay, so y'all just drive
Jalisco.
up there.
Yeah, you just drive over there and, from like where we building in the mountains. It's like 4 hours away to Puerto Vallarta.
Okay, yeah, I gotta go fuck around, man.
Yeah, that shit's hard. That's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Man, well, I appreciate you coming on. Well, this is one of my best interviews I've ever done. And I'm not saying that because you're here, but the way you talk, the way you fucking...
I keep it.
The way you went into detail about everything. And we talked about everything. Houston, music coming up, your mom, your brother, RIP. The culture over there, where you were born, how you were raised. We talked about shit that you didn't want to talk about, but we talked about
There
it.
you go. We touched some shit.
Yeah, we touched some
Yeah, I
shit.
just try to keep it organic, bro.
Yeah, nah, and
Natural.
this was amazing. I'm definitely gonna brag about this one right here because it's probably the best interview you've ever done.
Yeah, natural shit. Like
Yeah, natural shit.
And this probably one of the no bullshit, bro. This is crazy. Shout out to No Jumper, Adam. 2 years ago, it was a dream. I was standing in
Melrose.
Melrose. I bought the shirt. I bought a couple things, and I was like, man, I look up like I would look at the podcast all the time. Like I always kept up with this type of shit.
Yeah.
So like to do this shit, that's why I was like, fuck that, I'm flying. I flew in just today.
Yeah,
just for
yeah.
this shit, 'cause
Nah,
I was
yeah.
like,
I was talking to your
coming
PR,
up
and I was like, look, I can't do this day because it's a little too soon. But I'm
Yeah.
like, I have this one, and let's
let's
lock it
rock
in.
rock. That's
yeah.
why I was like, it's a blessing. So it's like little shit like this because a lot of people, you never know who we touch.
Yeah, nah, facts.
And what we inspire on the shit that we talk about. So I just keep it organic, bro.
Yeah, facts.
Like straight real what the fuck it is and no. Sometimes I don't touch subjects all the way, but today we did. Like,
yeah.
All the way.
And that's what makes it so fucking amazing that we were able to
family
just
shit.
talk about everything. And we're fucking paisanos, dog.
Well,
And that's what and so just know I'm finna be in Houston fucking sluts.
yeah, come pull up,
Yeah.
man. They gonna know.
Yes, sir. Make sure you follow me, Doknow's World, on all social media, and let them know where to follow you. Spell it for them. A little people are a little stupid.
Make sure you follow the right one too. Don't follow the wrong one. Follow the right one.
Don't follow the one that likes Corona.
Yeah, follow the real Mexico, which is Lil Mexico, HOV at the end. So the reason is Lil Mexico and HOV at the end, that should tell you I'm in my own lane, and that's my son, the other one. So I'm HOV. So keep that in mind.
We out this motherfucker.
We out, No Jumper.
Shout out No Jumper. Make sure
Shout
y'all
out
go
to my
tap
broski,
in.
man.
Yes, sir. And the tape's out now.
Yeah. Go check that out. Make sure you go check that out with my son and the Wolfpack, man. Go check it out. Mexican Hendrix, that's the name of it.
Yeah.
We got my boy Esteban, we got Tony Loya, and we got Bo Bundy in it as feature. So go check that
That's
out.
one person we didn't even mention. Shout out Bo Bundy. When
Yeah,
you
shout
in
out
LA,
to
come
my
tap in with me
guy.
because you know I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, that's the
and,
homie.
And you a fat fly motherfucker, and I'm a fat fly motherfucker, and we got to do something.
Yeah, I do gotta look out. He's like in Houston, bro. He's that,
Rico
like,
Suave.
He put on for the culture, and the same thing like the black community fucks with him. Heavy,
He hard.
Heavy.
I said, shit.
That's why I had to put him on that song. So the song is Mexico Lindo y Querido. You know,
I didn't go through it all the way.
They got MLK out here, right?
The street.
Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
So I wanted to do some of the same shit. MLQ, Mexico Lindo y Querido.
Oh.
Some shit that for raza.
Facts.
And I was talking on the hook like number Spanish shit, like Mexican shit. So I was like, this is the one. Who we were supposed to get, no, that's for the next one though. Santa Fe and Alemán. They on the next project. No matter what, aunque me tengan que cortar un huevo, se los pongo.
Yeah, I can't wait for that because I
gotcha.
feel like the way
Yeah,
you
with
guys.
Junior, I'm trying to work with all of them. So this is the time you said.
Yeah, let's
it.
break barriers in this motherfucker.
Yeah.
Masana.
J.O.P.
Tap in.
Let's go. Junior H. Let's go. Alemán. Vámonos. Santa Fe también. Y se can.
Exactly.
Ya saben.
Fuck, you fuck with Psycho Round?
Yeah.
That's my people. I gotta tap in with them.
Yeah.
That's my
fuck
good
around.
peoples.
I've been hearing a lot of them. We gotta tap in.
Yeah, tap in. Shout out downtown LA, baby. Yes,
Hey,
sir.
we out here.
LA to
Los
Houston.
Angeles.
Tap
Los
in.
amo.
Make sure y'all go follow. We out.